It starts with a whisper, a dare among friends. You stand before a mirror in the dark, chanting a name. 3 times, 5 times, 13. You invite her into your world, but what if she answers? And what if, in that reflection, you see something that changes you forever? Welcome back to Chilling Legends TV. In our deep dives, we go beyond the superficial scares to unravel the truths and terrors embedded in our shared folklore. Today, we confront the entity staring back from countless childhood dares, Bloody Mary, a legend that proves sometimes the scariest things are simply reflections of ourselves. The core ritual is simple, yet its variations are as numerous as the mirrors it haunts. Most commonly, it involves standing in a darkened bathroom, a single candle illuminating your reflection. You then chant Bloody Mary a set number of times, 3, 5, even 13, sometimes spinning around with each incantation. The intent is to summon her spirit, to force her to appear in the mirror. But who is she? Some say she's a vengeful witch. Others a woman disfigured in an accident, her mother who lost her child. And what happens when she appears? The stories escalate the horror. She could scratch your face, she might pull your hair, drive you insane, or even pull you into the mirror itself. Some versions promise glimpses of your future, or even a fleeting vision of a lost love. Across playgrounds and slumber parties, her name changes, from Bloody Bones and Hell Mary, to Mary Worth and even Mary Lou. But the chilling essence remains, an invitation to the unknown, a challenge to the darkness that reflects us all. The real terror of Bloody Mary often lies not in what appears, but in what our own minds create. The ritual itself creates the perfect conditions for a psychological phenomenon known as pareidolia, the tendency to perceive a familiar image or pattern where none actually exists. In the low light, our brains desperately try to make sense of the shifting reflections, filling in gaps, and often creating a face from the ambiguity. This is further amplified by sensory deprivation. Standing in a dark room, especially for prolonged periods, can trigger hypnagogic hallucinations, vivid dreamlike states that occur when you're between wakefulness and sleep. Your mind, starved of external stimuli, begins to generate its own perceptions, blurring the line between reality and nightmare. What you see is no longer just a reflection, but an internal projection given terrifying form. Consider also the autokinetic effect. When staring at a fixed point in complete darkness, even a tiny stationary light source can appear to move. Applied to the flickering candle in a mirror, this means even a static reflection can seem to shift, warp, and breathe, convincing the observer of movement when there is none. Your focus intensifies, your pupils dilate, and your mind becomes a fertile ground for suggestion. Our expectations, fueled by shared stories, then act as powerful filters. This is where confirmation bias truly takes hold. Any fleeting shadow, any ambiguous distortion, any trick of the light is immediately interpreted as proof of Bloody Mary's appearance. The anxiety of the moment, the intense focus, and the shared anticipation among friends amplify these effects, making the experience feel incredibly, undeniably real. The allure of the mirror as a portal to the unseen is not new. Long before Bloody Mary, cultures across the globe practiced scrying, gazing into reflective surfaces like mirrors, water, or crystal balls to divine the future, communicate with spirits, or gain hidden knowledge. The mirror was seen as a powerful, mystical object, a thin veil between worlds. But the mirror's mystique extended far beyond prophecy. Across countless cultures, reflections held a darker, more dangerous power. The ancient belief that a mirror could steal or trap one's soul, making a broken mirror not just bad luck, but a shattering of the very essence of a person, or the chilling ritual of covering mirrors in a house where someone had died, to prevent the deceased spirit from getting trapped within the glass, or worse, to keep other malevolent entities from entering our world through the newly opened portal. These deeply ingrained superstitions reveal a universal apprehension towards what the reflective surface might truly conceal or invite. And the name Mary? While no single historical Bloody Mary definitively links to the legend, various historical figures could have contributed to the chilling moniker. Most famously, Mary I of England, whose brutal suppression of Protestantism earned her the epithet Bloody Mary, leaving a legacy of fear and death. Other theories point to figures like Mary Queen of Scots, or even a more generic archetype of a wronged woman seeking vengeance. The legend, therefore, is a potent fusion of ancient superstitions about reflections and the dark cautionary tales attached to historical figures, culminating in a modern ritual. Bloody Mary's enduring power is evident in her omnipresence in popular culture. She's a staple of horror films, directly inspiring antagonists like Candyman, who is summoned through a similar mirror ritual, and appearing in countless TV shows, books, and even video games. She's a shorthand for vengeful spirits and supernatural dares. In the digital age, Bloody Mary found new life. YouTube challenges and TikTok trends reignited the ritual, spreading it to new generations, sometimes with disastrous real-world consequences as fear pushed boundaries. She remains a powerful symbol of our fascination with the unknown and the thrills found in pushing psychological limits through shared experiences. For all the terror she inspires, there is no scientific evidence that chanting Bloody Mary summons a malevolent spirit. What people experience are powerful psychological effects, optical illusions, self-hypnosis, and the potent combination of fear and expectation. Fact-checkers have repeatedly debunked claims of supernatural encounters, attributing them to the very real tricks our minds can play. Yet the legend persists. And why? Because the most compelling urban legends aren't always about literal truth. They speak to our primal fears: fear of the unknown, fear of our own reflection, fear of what lies beyond the veil. Bloody Mary is a safe way to confront those fears, a shared experience that allows us to peek into the darkness, knowing we can always turn on the lights. She is a mirror, reflecting not a monster, but our own capacity for belief, and for fear itself. Have you ever dared to summon Bloody Mary? What do you think the true power of this legend is? Share your experiences and theories in the comments below. If you want to continue unraveling the mysteries of the modern mythos, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more chilling deep dives. Until next time, be careful what you invite into your reflection.